That's how you do real estate in this day and age. Off-market offer. I am certain it's going to happen. Win, 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 win. Now it's time for me to go celebrate. Let's go inside. Okay, so this has been such a journey for me because when I decide to work with clients, whether they're on the buy side or the sell side, I take a very personal vested interest in them. So this was even more special to me because they were referred to me by someone that's very near and dear to my heart. And they're essentially, it's the essential and quintessential, if you will, when friends or clients become family. And that is how I have viewed them. So I had a special interest when they called me and asked me to possibly list their home. Again, they were referred to me by previous clients that are now super good friends of mine. And you know, as a real estate agent, you have this tendency to pick and choose who you decide to work with. And there's a reason, you know, always a backstory to every client that I decide to work with. And they have a great story. And I'm just so happy for them and so thrilled that they actually wanted to list with me. So I'm eternally honored to be able to work with them.
Oh, hi, Tammy.
How are you?
Very good. How are you, Tammy?
I am fantastic. I've been super, super busy, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm in the neighborhood. I'm in Carlsbad. I've got a ton of viewings over here, and I know that you called and left me a voicemail, and I'm sorry, but I was slammed. So I wanted to get back in touch with you before the day was over.
You came highly recommended by Kimberly and Tony, and we would like to meet you. We are really considering putting our home on the market soon.
Wow. Okay. So, oh my God, that's exciting. I mean, you have been probably following the market, and you know it's kind of nutty right now. So I'm not going to like beat a dead horse, but it's definitely a seller's market. So it's something that I encourage us to really kind of meet and talk about it, right? And make sure it's something that you guys are 100% on board about. But absolutely, I am honored. Kimmy and Tony were so much fun to work with, and wow, what a great referral. I'm honored. Thank you so much that you would even, you know, reach out and consider me. What's your schedule like today? Like I said, I'm showing homes in the Carlsbad and Carlsbad, La Costa area, and I can stop by if you guys have time for me to kind of come by and kind of take a look at everything.
Well, we are flexible. If you let us know the time, we'll try to arrange it around your schedule so we can see you at home.
Okay, perfect. The only requirement I have, Tony, is that you either have top shelf tequila or like some booze sitting out.
Not a problem.
Fantastic. It's done. Okay, we'll see you guys in about 25 minutes.
Perfect.
Wonderful. Can you text me the address, please?
Absolutely.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, I'll be looking forward to it. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
I love when they agree about the top shelf tequila. Forget about anything else. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you again.
So good to see you
Fantastic.
again.
You look amazing.
Oh,
Tony, it's always good to see you. I know, we breathe. Yes. Oh my gosh. This neighborhood, forget about it. I know that we were kind of contemplating. I mean, Carlsbad never has homes come available. So the fact that you're even thinking and contemplating about listing it in this market, insane. So beautiful. I kind of walked the grounds a little bit. I know that I don't look like the same person. Usually I'm in yoga gear. I look different when I actually fix my hair, right? Anyway, so let's talk. Let's sit down and talk. I mean, I really am excited about this opportunity.
So preparing for retirement. Ready for the next step.
Next chapter. Yeah. So literally like moving on. I mean, whatever that means for people, it's different, whether you're retiring, downsizing, or anything, right? It kind of makes sense when you get to a certain point in your life, right?
It seemed like the perfect opportunity.
Correct.
For us to really start planning and moving forward for our future after seeing the great things that happened with Tony and Kimmy's property selling so quickly and family, all moving towards Florida. This just really seemed like the right time to really start moving forward on this.
And for us, it was a really
difficult decision because we love where we live at. I mean, this is for me, it's a perfect place. I cannot say any better words. I lived in a lot of parts in the world, from Africa to Europe to New York, Connecticut, Long Island, Bucks County, Beverly Hills, down here in San Diego, including Rancho Santa Fe. And I must tell you that this is just an awesome place to be.
Okay, so this is what I was talking about, the indoor-outdoor space. And the fact that you have the pool and the jacuzzi and the outdoor dining area over here, this obviously speaks, oh my gosh, value, right? So when we think about listing a home, we think about all the upgrades in a home. And obviously you've done a lot in terms of the interior, but this out here alone speaks volumes to a potential buyer. I knew in the back of my mind that given the zip code, given how the proximity is and is to all of the schools that are highly desirable, and being surrounded by some of the most sought after communities in San Diego, I knew it was going to be literally a feeding frenzy. I mean, imagine a shark in waters with nothing but a bunch of, what do they call it? Chum? That they throw out into the water where it's bloody fish and the sharks are like all feeding in front. That's what it would have been. I know it's kind of graphic, right? But that's kind of how I felt like it would have been. I know you said you were thinking about it, and I'm not quite sure if you're going to continue thinking about it or if you really want to do it. Either way, I'm honored. Give me a call and let me know what you guys think.
We are ready to go.
You up? Does that ever happen? Never. Yes! Okay, good. All right, fantastic. So give me a call because I think the next thing we should probably do is get the home staged. And what that means is I'll come in and kind of set it up to make it that California vibe, right? Get some candles, let's get a charcuterie board out with some wine. I might drink it all while we're doing it, but that's okay. But we'll get it ready for the camera day, which means pictures, aerial views, etc. for the listing. And we'll go from there.
Sounds great.
I'm excited. Yes!
Sounds great, Tammy. We love you.
Yes.
It was a great, choice, and Tammy, I cannot say enough, good words about her because she's just incredible.
What the sellers don't know is we already have someone who's interested in coming to view the house before we even hit the market. So we are staging today and we are going to get ready for photos for the listing. And then we have somebody who's actually coming by to view. Like, we haven't even hit the market yet. Why am I not surprised? I mean, this fucking market is beyond insane. This is probably gonna go for way over, which scares the shit out of me because it means we're gonna have to take either a fully non-contingent offer or remove the appraisal. So that's what we're doing. So I'm guessing we are probably ready for everything. I just want to make sure that stuff's kind of tidied up. And what the fuck is this? Hi, Tammy. We just drove by and we are the 1:15 appointment and we decided we're not going to stop by and view the home. They're not coming.
Well,
Hearing the news that how could somebody just decide to, we just drove by, and here we did all this. And, I'm thinking, how could somebody think that? But then almost as soon as I heard it, I realized, wait a minute, then that's not the right one. And that's not what I want. I want someone who is absolutely going to love it. I want the right fit. We've enjoyed this for so long. It's such an amazing place to know that somebody who really wants it is the one that's going to find it and be the one. I mean, for me, that was it. It was like a stop of the heart, but then it was like, wait a minute. It was a realization that wasn't the right fit needs to be here.
I was so pissed off, I'll be honest. We're supposed to go live tomorrow, right? And actually in 2 days. And it's going to go to the right person who appreciates this.
Yep.
And if they're going based on a drive-by,
Yep.
then they're not the right person. But
all fell into place when Tammy told us that someone else was coming in. And
okay, guys, so I'm outside of my listing in Carlsbad, and the reason that I'm here today is because we have a huge opportunity for an off-market offer that we could literally put this under contract tonight. A colleague of mine reached out to me and basically said, hey, I heard you had a coming soon in Carlsbad. He's got some buyers from San Francisco. So I'm gonna call the agent right now, but before I actually go inside and tell the sellers, I need to make sure it's buttoned up, make sure it's copacetic, because it looks like this could be wrapped up tonight. So stand by. I love all of the sounds of suburbia, trash cans.
Hey there, Tammy.
Hello, my dear. How are you?
Hi, what's going on?
Oh, I'm just returning your call. I know Sarah mentioned to you that I have a coming soon in Carlsbad, and she shared that you might have some buyers?
I do. We are actively looking, and as you know, it's quite hard out there right now.
Yeah, especially in this zip code, because I mean, I think she kind of mentioned to me they were looking in Carlsbad, but it literally, Steve, is in a pocket of Carlsbad where it's obviously close to all the really good schools. It's between Olivenhain, Rancho Santa Fe, La Costa, and Encinitas. So literally, you're probably, I'd say, half a mile from the beach.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
perfect, because that's important to them.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a couple questions.
Sure.
Does it have a pool?
Yes, it has a pool and a jacuzzi, $100,000 in upgrades in the backyard, and then of course upgrades throughout the house.
Yes. Okay, this sounds very good so far. Any issues with it? Any problems, or have they kept it pretty tight?
Yeah, the only issue you're gonna have is that it's probably gonna go pretty quickly, so that would be the main issue, obviously. But no, the house is freaking immaculate. Like, they talk about pride of ownership. He has been so meticulous with not only taking care of it, the upgrades, aesthetically, it is insane. Their curb appeal is beyond 1000%, curb appeal. So there's really nothing wrong with the house. They, just so you know, are empty nesters of sorts, so they're really looking to move on to the next chapter of their life. They don't have to sell, but they're taking advantage of the market, as you know.
Okay, awesome. I mean,
Yeah.
It sounds too good to be true.
I know, right? So tell me a little bit about your buyers. I know they're from San Francisco.
Yeah, they sold their house in San Francisco. They're kind of looking for the perfect situation there. They're looking for something that is pretty turnkey, like you mentioned.
Yep.
They want a good area that is, kind of centrally located to go either direction.
Right.
Which sounds like this is.
Right.
And of course, if we can get a deal off market,
Of course.
gold.
Of course.
That's
Okay.
gold.
Fantastic. What type of buyers are they?
They're fully approved. They're really approved up to like 1.3. No issues. They're putting down like 50%.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good to go. We're just looking for the needle in the haystack right
So
now.
they're obviously conventional, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Conventional.
And non-contingent. I think you mentioned that briefly.
Actually, we can absolutely remove all contingencies, because we know in this market we need to come in strong, not just financially, but with our offer terms.
Okay.
And that is absolutely fine by them. So
Perfect.
we're 100% non-contingent.
Okay. Wonderful. When can you actually get in to view it? Because we're supposed to hit tomorrow.
Oh, we'll get in there today if you'll let
Oh
us.
my God. Yes. Fantastic. Okay. Will it be you? Will it be you, or are they coming down with you?
Me and my buyer.
Okay.
She's in town, so
Okay.
we'll do it today. whenever
Wonderful.
we can.
Fantastic. Okay. Send me the PED. We're all good. COVID. We got to abide by those darn regulations, but whatever. It is what it is. And I will see you there. I'm so excited. Let's get this done.
So let's do this.
Okay.
I love it.
I love it.
So we can
I
work
know.
together.
I know.
Love it.
It'll be fun. Okay, babe. All right. We'll be in touch. Thank you.
Talk soon.
Uh-huh.
Okay, bye.
Bye. That's how you do real estate in this day and age. Off-market offer. I am certain it's going to happen. Win, 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 win. Now it's time for me to go celebrate. Let's go inside. But nonetheless, we did get under contract before even, we were pending before we even hit the market. And it could not have happened to a better couple, a better family. If I were to sit down and give you the blueprint about how this should have worked out, it did. Okay, we are under contract before we even hit the market. I mean, does that even happen? The answer is yes, it does in this market. It happens. We went pending before even going live. And I did something that I don't think I've had to do my whole entire real estate career. And the listing didn't go live, but I had to make it active, which means go live, and then turn it into pending literally in 2 seconds thereafter because we're under contract. Cheers. Now, we got you a fully non-contingent offer for more than what we were going to put it on the market for. And as far as I know, it checks all the boxes. And now you're going on to another chapter because this is going to close quickly. You guys are going to be packing up. In fact, you've already started.
30 days. Count it already.
30 days. You've already started. And
Oh, I hear the boxes back there already.
yeah, you guys are going from homeownership to renting. I mean, that's not the way it's supposed to go. You're supposed to go from renting to homeownership, but it's a means to an end, and now you're on literally to the next chapter. And I'm so grateful and so honored that Kimmy and Tony referred you to me. I'm just happy that I could get it done. So cheers with Portuguese wine. Cheers. And for those of you who are wondering, this fourth glass right here is for Alfredo, my videographer. He doesn't know, but he's gonna have that because he's on the clock.
Uh-oh, his name is Alberto.
I mean, I've had one sip and I called him Alfredo for crying out loud. You know what I'm thinking of? Alfredo's Mexican food in La Jolla. Although no, it's not even Alfredo's, it's Alfonso's. What is wrong with me?
Antonio, Alberto.
I mean, boss,
Cheers,
Chris, whatever. Long story short, this is why I love what I do. I have such an honor, and it's paramount for me in my real estate career. I'm not just a realtor, I'm an advocate, and I take painstaking attention to detail to make sure I represent them on every level, make sure they're comfortable. A fiduciary responsibility to them is huge for me, and I can't wait to see what's next.
And I must tell you all, having dealt, I'm a salesman for over 20 years, and having dealt with many people, and I have a gift that God gave me, which is reading people really well and seeing people at work. And Tammy is the top of the best. She's a heavy hitter. If you want the best, there's Tammy right there.
I paid him.
We love you, Tammy.
We love you, Tammy. You did an awesome job for us. Yeah, but if you want the best, Tammy.
Tammy.
From a top salesman to a incredible real estate salesperson, there's not any better. I mean, I cannot tell you there's no better people out there to represent your family and to do the best, what's right for you and get you what you're looking for and put you at ease, Tammy has been there all the way, and, it's certainly for us been a quick process to the, how the market conditions are, but she's been there to try to help us, and all I can do is buy cases of wine and tequila, and that's it.
It seemed like it was too perfect, right? Too good to be true, because it all lined up. The buyers have been looking for a while. It was pretty much going to be a virtual tour. The real estate agent basically said it checks all the boxes. It checked all the boxes for my sellers. It checked all the boxes for everybody involved. So again, the fact that I was able to deliver that news to the sellers, and literally shortly thereafter, we were under contract. So yeah, if poetic justice does really happen, it did. And again, it goes back to the whole premise from day one. They didn't have to sell. Sellers were no rush, no pressure, and I vibed with that, because the last thing that we need to do is feel like we have to do anything. We don't have to do anything. We had a choice, and our choice was, let's put it on the market, let's see what happens, and the right buyer is going to come along. That has been, and that will continue to be my contention going forward. The right one will show up, and it will just happen, and it did. So, oh well to the other one, because here we are.